it's a standard vice and then it's a specialist vice, but you've got both types in a single vice. You don't have to have two bits of equipment to do one thing. And how many vices do you see that you can turn upside down? I mean, a oblique repair vehicle carries a complex of tools. It obviously carries its recovery equipment, which is there purely for recovering all NATO equipment. And then it has its repair facilities, which consist of basic things like toolboxes, nuts and bolts, small amount of what we call expense items, and it carries spares. I mean, the Challenger has the capability of carrying a complete engine assembly. But obviously when you use that, you need to use something to operate it with. So we have a vice, and a vice that's made by Swindens. I've served for 23 years now, and I've used this vice for that 23 years, and I found it to be flawless in my opinion. I mean, I've used it all over the world: Canada, Germany, Iraq, Kuwait, Cyprus. It's never let me down in any kind of conditions. I mean, the fact it's got a revolving head, two different types, can hold pipe, round material, can hold flat material. I've found it very versatile and very useful in all my career. And here in the school it's used constantly because maintenance here is over-maintained because of the kind of job we do with students, and again, it's never let us down, and it is a very versatile piece of kit in conjunction with everything else we have on the vehicle. I think its unique feature is the fact it revolves. I mean, you can put one set of jaws is like a concaved, so you can put something in there circular and it'll hold it. You put something circular in a flat surface and it has the potential to slip, and it doesn't. Not only that, you can then put it to any angle you want. On the back of a Borden, you can lift it up and down. Right. Well, I served with a tank regiment and I ran the recovery. I was on tracked armour, which was Chieftain then, not Krav, and that was fitted to the same vehicle, the same vice, and used it constantly. Very dusty conditions, and it was fitted all the time. The only time it was removed was when the blade had to be used in its normal operational role. But it was perfect. I had no cover on it in all kinds of conditions. 7 years rain in 7 days, it was terrible. I mean, most of the vehicles we have, we have two types that they're fitted to. That is the Warrior. It's fitted on a drop plate at the rear, which obviously you get all the dust coming up from the tracks. And on the Scammell Ecker, which is fitted on the front bumper bar. On the Foden, it's kept in a bin because where it's fitted is an operational piece of the equipment. And on Krav, again, it's on an operational piece of equipment. So again, it's picked off, best will in the world, chucked in a bin, abused, used and then abused again. And it doesn't seem to let us down ever. I've never come across one that's ever broken. Yeah, I mean, in places like the Gulf, obviously, you've got to do things twice as quick, and with the best will in the world, you maybe cut a few corners, obviously with as much safety in mind as you can. So, I mean, if you've got a piece of damaged equipment, you need to get it fixed. Well, if you've got the equipment like a good vice that you can clamp it on, sort it out and get it back in, you're obviously doing the job 10 times quicker than anybody else. And in a situation like that, it's such a piece of equipment that you can do that and then just get rid of it back in the bin and carry on with what you're supposed to be doing.